and Morty, ex-SpongeBob SquarePants. Rick invents a portal to Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob trips out on interdimensional travel, and Plankton finally realizes that Krabby Patty technology isn't as advanced as he thought. 2. Adventure Time x The Simpsons. Finn and Jake crash into Springfield, and Homer tries to eat BMO, thinking it's a fancy waffle iron. Meanwhile, Lisa has deep philosophical conversations with the Ice King. 3. South Park cat Daria. Daria moves to South Park and immediately questions why she didn't drop out of high school sooner. Cartman thinks she's lame, but secretly wants to impress her with his homemade conspiracy theories. 4. Bob's Burgers Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage stops by Bob's Burgers for a quick bite, but gets freaked out by Teddy's stories about UFOs. Eustace orders a burger with extra pickles. Muriel approves. 5. The Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans Go. Raven and Buttercup have a sarcasm showdown while Robin tries to convince the professor to let him borrow Chemical X to beef up his superhero game. 6. Family Guy x Rick and Morty. Rick and Peter Griffin get plastered in a parallel universe, and Stewie plots to steal Rick's portal gun. Brian starts philosophizing with Morty about the meaninglessness of existence. 7. Scooby-Doo, Stranger Things. The gang takes the Mystery Machine to Hawkins, Indiana, and Velma schools 11 in how to handle the Demogorgon. Scooby confuses Dart for a big toothy snack. Zoinks! 8. Bojack Horseman x Arthur. Bojack and Arthur meet in a Hollywood rehab center, where Arthur is doing a documentary on washed-up celebrities. DW throws shade at Bojack for being the least successful horse she knows. 9. Invader Zim, Gravity Falls. Zim invades Gravity Falls, but is immediately outweirded by Bill Cipher. Dib and Mabel bond over their shared obsession with paranormal activity. 10. King of the Hill, ex Beavis and Butthead. Hank Hill teaches Beavis and Butthead about propane, while they just giggle uncontrollably every time he says propane. Peggy mistakes them for geniuses after they ace a test by guessing C on every answer. Now we're at 11. Futurama ex Samurai Jack. Fry accidentally time travels into the future where Samurai Jack is still trying to defeat Aku. Bender offers Jack a beer and Jack accepts after 1,000 years of sobriety. 12. Avatar The Last Airbender ex My Little Pony. Aang rides Rainbow Dash into battle while Zuko tries to figure out why these talking ponies don't have firebending powers. Sokka tries to eat Pinkie Pie's cupcakes. Bad idea. 13. The Loud House ex The Fairly Odd Parents. Lincoln Loud gets his own fairy godparents, but with 10 sisters, he wishes for noise-cancelling headphones first. Timmy and Lincoln team up for ultimate sibling pranks. 14. Rick and Morty's Dexter's Laboratory. Rick and Dexter engage in a science-off, only for Morty to accidentally combine their inventions, resulting in interdimensional chaos. DD just presses buttons to make things explode. Classic. 15. SpongeBob SquarePants ex Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles go to Bikini Bottom to battle a new villain, only to find that Krang and Plankton are plotting to take over the world with chum Krabby Patties. Michelangelo is down for pizza-flavoured ones. 16. Looney Tunes ex Tom and Jerry. Bugs Bunny decides to teach Tom how to actually catch Jerry, but Daffy and Tweety Bird get in the way. Sylvester gets roped into a who can chase better contest. Chaos ensues. 17. The Jetsons x The Flintstones. Fred Flintstone meets George Jetson in a time travel accident, and they both argue about who has the worst job. Barney and Elroy bond over their love of explosions and ridiculous gadgets. 18. Adventure Time x The Regular Show. Finn and Jake chill out with Mordecai and Rigby, and they all try to out-weird each other. Ice King asks Benson how to run a kingdom without everyone constantly quitting. 19. Steven Universe x Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Star Butterfly and Steven Universe team up for a gem-powered magical adventure, while Marco gets lost in a fight with the Watermelon Stevens. Garnet just sips tea, unfazed. 20. Arthur x Peppa Pig. Arthur and Peppa team up for a playdate, but DW and George start a mud puddle jumping contest. The brain gives Peppa advanced lessons in neuroscience, but she just wants to eat carrots. 21. Daria and Doug. Doug tries to make his life more interesting with wild fantasies, but Daria cuts through his delusions with brutal sarcasm. Quailman gets cancelled. Skeeter doesn't understand why Daria's always so.
Daria?
22. The Boondocks Family Guy. Huey Freeman lectures Peter Griffin on politics, while Riley teaches Chris Griffin how to be street smart. Grandpa and Stewie debate who's more of a savage grandpa figure. 23. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage and Jake share stories of freaky monsters, while Finn and Muriel exchange apple pie recipes. Eustace grumbles and tries to steal Jake's powers. 24. Danny Phantom. The Amazing World of Gumball. Gumball and Darwin accidentally open a portal to the Ghost Zone, and Danny Phantom has to rescue them before Nicole Watterson finds out. Ghostly cat chaos. 25. Phineas and Ferb x the Fairly Odd Parents. Phineas and Ferb team up with Timmy Turner to build the ultimate roller coaster, but Cosmo turns it into a giant mess. Perry the Platypus gets stuck in a wand duel with Wanda. 26. Samurai Jack, Batman, the animated series. Jack and Batman go on a crime-fighting spree through Gotham, while the Joker tries to convince Aku to team up in the ultimate villain showdown. 27. The Flintstones x Scooby-Doo. Fred Flintstone hires the mystery gang to figure out why his Bronto Burger business is going under. Turns out it's a ghost. Velma calls it right away, of course. Now for 28, Sailor Moon, Totally Spies. The Sailor Scouts and the Totally Spies accidentally mix up their missions, resulting in Sailor Mars wielding a lipstick laser and Clover casting moon tiara magic. And 29, DuckTales x Gravity Falls. Uncle Scrooge teams up with Grunklestan to search for the ultimate treasure, but end up bickering about who's the better con artist. Webby and Mabel form a super friendship powered by glitter and curiosity. Tap 30. Rick and Morty x the Venture Bros. Rick and Dr. Venture accidentally combine their inventions and send their families on a cross-dimensional journey where they both try to prove who's the worst parent. Hilarity and therapy needed for everyone. 31. The Simpsons Futurama. Homer gets frozen and wakes up in the Futurama universe, where Fry mistakes him for a future version of himself. Bender and Bart prank the entire galaxy. 32. Peppa Pig, Bluey. Peppa and Bluey start a competition to see who has more fun playing imaginary games. Bluey's dad, Bandit, ends up teaching Peppa how to play keepy-uppy the Aussie way. 33. Courage the Cowardly Dog, Scooby-Doo. Scooby and Courage team up to defeat all the creeps and monsters in one giant scare-off. Shaggy and Eustace argue about who's the biggest scaredy cat. 34. The Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron. Timmy accidentally wishes for one of Jimmy's crazy inventions, and now Cosmo and Wanda are stuck helping Carl Weezer woo a giant llama. 35. Tom and Jerry, Pinky and the Brain. Tom and Jerry's endless chase becomes the ultimate distraction while Pinky and the Brain try to execute a plan to take over the world. Spoiler, they fail. Again.